Hi guys, it's Cece and I wanted to do a quick Procreate tip on how to get clean, crisp edges when you're shading in Procreate. Let's get started. Okay, so you're going to want to choose this masking option here in Procreate. It's going to give you a choice of shapes. You can see freehand, rectangular, ellipse. Let's do a sphere just for the sake of demonstration. I'm going to draw that in. I'm going to make sure that my feathering option is to 0 so that I do get that clean edge. And you can see that my shape is right there. I'm going to go ahead and fill that with a neutral color that's going to match my scene in the end. And that's important because if you just shade, the overall shading is going to be see-through. You're going to see what's behind it. So you want to fill it in with the local color of your object so that it is solid, or at least, you know, it's not going to be see-through. Okay, so then I'm going to choose my shading color. Let's go with black, just classic black. I'm going to choose a light stipple brush from my Hatch and Stipple brush set that's available on Creative Market. I'll link to that below if you're interested, but just choose any brush that you want to shade with. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to presume that my light source is coming from the upper left and just shade in, just using the same techniques that you would on paper with pencil. There we go. You can use a smudge brush to kind of blend it out, but make sure that your smudge brush is set to the same brush as your paintbrush so that you get the same texture. If it is a textured brush, you're going to preserve that and you're not going to make it all mushy together like an oil brush kind of thing. And you can shade out with that and blend a little bit smooth if you want to. No problem. You can go ahead while you're in mask, use different colors, erase, yada, yada, yada to get the perfect blending that you want. I'm going to go back in and add some more. And there we go. We have our shaded sphere. Far from perfect, but you know, you can work on this later. Okay, you can select this now and you can move it around. You can scale it using the uniform option, you know, however you want to do that. If by chance you wanted to go back in and to adjust that shading, especially on the edge, if you just shaded right now and you're out of the mask mode, you can see that it's really hard to get up to the edge without going over. You need that mask to preserve that clean line. But if you can go back into it, it's no problem. You would go back into this mask mode, automatic, and you can select that edge and it'll allow you to go back and get back in there if you wanted to. One of the also additional cool, super amazing things about this mask tool is it's going to allow you to get a good drop shadow underneath, or cast shadow rather, underneath your objects to make, you know, them not look like they're floating in space, that kind of thing. Same things give them, you know, weight and a ground. Okay, so, oops, excuse me, that's not what I wanted. Let's just get out of everything. Make sure it's, yeah, okay. Go back into this mask mode here. And if you select the background, that's gonna then make sure that this area is preserved. This blue is where you can paint. It's gonna allow paint to go, not here. So go ahead and select that like I just did. Don't worry about it being blue. Just go back to select your brush of choice, same color of choice, and go ahead and lay that in. And you can see that it will not paint into your form. It's going to just stay below, so you can get a nice believable shadow, and suddenly you see that your sphere is sitting on something solid. It's not floating. I shouldn't have done that, but I can get rid of that easily. Okay, and that is it. That is your quick Procreate tip on how to get crisp edges and shading. Awesome. All right, thanks guys. Bye.